While you engaging with this thing, I want to do the smoothie, okay? Because you added some cucumber, look at beautiful and vibrant. The orange carrots, all the tomatoes are looking stunning, and then that red cabbage, and now the smell of the zest. It's becoming gorgeous. It already is. But let's go. Expressoshow.com if you want to grab that recipe. What I want to do for you is I want to make a little smoothie. I love smoothies.
Oh yeah.
It's an easy fix for me is just to make sure that. If we actually want to add all of the vitality, but you're on the run, on the go, you add some of this into the diet, and suddenly we are looking good.
Yeah, because you need to eat foods that fill you up as well. Otherwise, you're hungry in half an hour's time.
That is the issue, isn't it? So I've got apple, pineapple, berries. Now, I'm just, seasonal once again.
Yes.
It's important, right? So that banana looks absolutely incredible. And then I got a bit of honey for flavoring, even though I'm not even going to need it. But I'm going to add it in anyway, because the berries alone, it's got this latent tartness. You've got the banana that's got the texture and the sweetness as well. And then you've got these two that adds almost the sourness. So I'm actually trying to hit as many of the taste points as possible. Exactly. But while you continue there, avocado. Oh, yes.
The best.
Our favorites. Avocado is just, it's stunning. It really is. It's something that's amazing that I think is something that you can add to a smoothie as well.
Yep.
Because let's not forget it's a fruit.
Absolutely.
And I think when people look at avocado, they always have this idea that, no, an avocado is actually a vegetable. No, it's a fruit that you can add to smoothies. And you can actually make something really great. You can make a mousse with avocado as well.
There's
with a bit
so
of
much
cacao
you can
powder.
do with it.
It's really great. So I've got some of my clover. I've just added this in here. And I'm going to do some... I love berries. If there's anything that I love, it's definitely berries. Got some apple that I'm going to go down in there as well. We've got some pineapple that's going down. And then, of course, we've got this beautiful banana, which I think is going to just be the textural element that's going to fill this properly. If I can just get it in there. There we go.
And for many years, people thought that eating avocado is not a good thing because there's so much fat in it. Luckily, now we know that the type of fat in an avocado is actually very important for us. So by including all of that, you've got quite a nice variety of food groups included as well.
You made a vinaigrette. Just out of nowhere. So you had zest over here, a bit of...
Olive oil, orange juice, and by the way, I call it the synergy of flavors. So cabbage and citrus is a very good combination. Cucumber and citrus is a very good combination. So a very simple dressing like this, perfect.
You are perfect, Talia, and thank you so much. You really are. So go to expressoshow.com, grab the ingredients list, make yourself a smoothie, get yourself a vegetable poke bowl going. But remember that little mantra about if you want to get some fashion, you go out of season. If you're going to eat, you go in season. It's good for vitality, your wellness, and of course it does support all of the local farmers as well who are actually working hard to produce this incredible products, especially while it's in season. So let's support our farmers, of course support our bodies and get the vitality in there. We're gonna zip up the smoothie, sort that bowl out, and of course we've got staff meals sorted out right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, expressoshow.com if you want to get all of the ingredients as well as the recipe.
Drained? Dehydrated? You have lost more than just fluid. Recover faster. Add Rehydrate, SA's #1 oral electrolyte mixture.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, and you can see how excited. Yes, still a little bit out of breath. Thank you, Carly. Fit, but ready to embrace our next discussion, because this is a space that really does get us excited because we know what it means. We are diving into the world of pharmacy, as Cape Town hosts the very prestigious World Congress of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Science. I love the sound of that. The global event bringing together experts from across the globe to discuss innovations that are shaping the future of healthcare. And we live on this space, on this front line. We see how much is happening. And joining us are Rafia Ware from the Pharmaceutical Society of South Africa, Paul, all the way from Oz, the International Pharmaceutical Federation representative, and then Sham from the Independent Community Pharmacy Association, all vitally important bodies that come together in perfect unison over what I would imagine is a wonderful time. So congratulations. Thank you so much to all of you for being here. Welcome to South African shores. Great to have you here as well, Paul. But I'm going to start with you, Rafil. This has got to be a big one. Really, really big moment. We understand that you guys are embroiled very much on day to day. You don't often get the opportunity to look forward, to look at new trends, to look at the technology, the science that's backing. So an opportunity to do that right now. How big is this for you from a South African perspective?
Thank you, Graham. Thank you for having us. We are delighted to be here. It is such an amazing opportunity for us as pharmacists. As FIP, as the global organization that represents the pharmacy profession, we are grateful that they were able to choose South Africa as the host country for this Congress. FIP represents about 53 organizations, wow. And PSSA is one of them. So we are very, very proud that we were chosen to be one of those member organizations to host the Congress. For this week, we have around 3,300 delegates attending this Congress, and it's about 96 countries that are represented. So we brought the whole way to Cape Town. So we're very, very excited. And it's quite exciting because what we want to gain from them is just to gain insights, to explore some new frontiers, and to just gain knowledge from what other countries are doing in the pharmacy sphere. So just to share and collaborate with other pharmacists. So we're very, very happy to host the other countries in South Africa.
And a proud moment, a week before the next big rugby match down here in Cape Town, so pretty well timed as well. I can see you shaking your head there, Paul, nodding your head. But you guys, I would imagine, are so involved in helping other people to have a moment that's about you, about your structures, about the beautiful arc that I would imagine the science and pharmaceuticals is at the moment. Paul, maybe you can set the stage for us. What are we hoping to achieve with this great meeting of minds?
Well, it brings together so many people from so many different places. The opportunities are to explore what's happening in other parts of the world. And the pharmacy market is changing very quickly. In fact, healthcare delivery across the world is changing very quickly.
For the better?
Absolutely, because it's being driven by innovation, which is the theme of this Congress. And pharmacists historically have embraced innovation and technology. From the very start of computerisation, all the way through now, we use mobile apps to help people manage their medication, manage their disease states. And it's that innovation and that adaptation to technology that will drive our profession very quickly forward in the next 10 years.
And you've had to evolve very quickly. When we say frontline, it used to be a nice thing to say until COVID hit. Then it was like, okay, the only healthcare engagement 90% of us have is with Ian, my pharmacist, and I mention him almost daily on the show, but he was my guy. They saved me during that period. Sham, when we talk about Think Health, Think Pharmacy, the campaign, the way that we've tried to embody what we'd like to achieve, what does that mean to you in your space?
Graham, I think you give the South Africans any concept and they will drive that forward.
We'll run with it, yeah.
So the campaign really offers an opportunity for community pharmacy and pharmacists in general to be the front line of primary healthcare going forward. And I think that's what the theme is saying. And it also gives us an opportunity to advocate for the role of pharmacists, the multiple role of pharmacists, especially with the National Department of Health, funders and others, and patients as well, to say to them that your pharmacist just doesn't fill your prescription. There are multiple areas that you can talk to your pharmacist about. And that's what the theme is saying, that primary healthcare, which is Think Health, is a little bit different from just medicines.
For sure.
It's so much broader, and that's the role of the pharmacist. It broadens that whole concept of pharmacy playing a role in primary healthcare.
You've been speaking to Ian, clearly. You've been chatting to my pharmacist. You understand the role that we play.
Absolutely.
I would imagine as much as there are very powerful synchronicities between the way that different regions operate, the whole point of getting together is that we can learn from one another. So, Rafiwe, maybe I can look at you for this kind of arc that we're on from a South African context. What do you see this, or how do you see this role between community and pharmacy evolving? What does the future look like for you? What are you most excited about?
I think with this Congress currently, we feel that it's exposing the pharmacy profession. For recognizing that the pharmacy profession is here. What Shem was saying, we are saying pharmacists are health professionals. They are available. They're accessible. So that's what we're hoping that everybody would know from each and every corner, come to know what our role that we play as pharmacists. I mean, we do play a role in various public initiatives. We're doing smoke cessation, antimicrobial stewardship, where we manage and control the misuse of antibiotics. We help in substance abuse. We help in
looking after the elderly, community blister packs, those sorts of initiatives.
A lot of public initiatives that we participate in, but we want the communities to know that pharmacists are available to offer those services to them.
And I would imagine you represent, yes, the healthcare system, but as we move forward in South Africa, you're going to represent government to an extent, whether you like it or not.
Yes.
It's going to be that. We're all in it together, and I love that. Paul, we're beginning Pharmacy Month here in South Africa. As someone who's got a global view of where it's at, and also a very personal connection to what you do through your work in Australia, what advice, or what maybe has got you excited moving forward for pharmacists? And we're speaking now to those pharmacists here in South Africa.
I think what excites me most about our profession at the moment is the opportunity we have in front of us to do more. When I started practicing pharmacy, I would dispense medicines and give advice. I still do that, and that's a cornerstone of my practice. But the opportunities now with technology to help people, disease state management, pharmacists are embedded in aged care facilities. We are disease state managers. We are collaborating across the professions. Our scope of practice is expanding rapidly, and with that comes opportunities to help more people, deliver more outcomes, and improve the health system. The potential for pharmacists and the potential for governments to leverage that capacity that resides within every community is enormous, and that's what excites us.
And so I could be listening to a South African say this, and this is what's got the goosebumps going here, because this doesn't just speak to an opportunity for South Africa. If this is the global mindset, and we are in firm focus, it means we are a global village right now, approaching things that we cannot look at in isolation. Thank you so much for being here, for representing the bodies that you do. All the best of luck. Go and save the world, because it's kind of on your shoulders now. I think we have proven on this show how much we appreciate the pharmacists within our communities. Our pharmacists are true pillars of these communities, and with September being Pharmacy Month officially, it is the perfect time to do something about it. Acknowledge and thank them for the vital role that they play in keeping our families healthy. I've got 2 young kids. I'd be lost without you. And brought to you by, and of course in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, officially the sponsors of Brave, building communities one pharmacy at a time. And now, how about a chance of winning? Okay, in this morning we know, yes, that we have set the tone with these incredible initiatives, but it's getting even better. Allergex Non-Drowsy is giving away one of 3 2,000 Rand cash prizes now. And if you want to enter, just tell us this. What's your favorite outdoor activity that becomes off limits during allergy season? And I know a lot of sufferers out there. Make sure to use the hashtag Allergex Non-Drowsy to qualify for the competition. And it closes on Friday, the 6th of September, just before the rugby. But you can find T's and C's on expressoshow.com. As I always say, stay healthy. And once again, thank you so much to you guys for just being here and doing what you do.
Pleasure. Thank you. Thanks, Grant.
Yeah.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning and goeiemorgen. I hope you're doing well. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, and today we are focusing on managing allergies with expert advice from our trusted pharmacists. Now, pharmacist Jackie Mayman is here to guide us on what to ask when visiting a pharmacy. I know it sounds simple, but trust me, you ask the right things, you become more efficient, you know exactly what to do. Also, the effectiveness of over-the-counter allergy medications needs to be discussed, and key signs that you might need to see a doctor. Jackie, good morning.
Good morning, Carl. How are you?
I am phenomenal.
Happy Spring Day.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm feeling good. But naturally with spring comes the allergies, and then you have to walk into a pharmacy, and then you just have to ask for something. Just give me something for this. You know, that's what happens to most of us, especially if you're going to go the OTC route. So what are some of the key things that we need to think about when walking into a pharmacy, especially around this season, just to get the conversation going as to what is going on here? Because you just want to fix this. Usually, I feel like pharmacists know when someone does this, then they're like antihistamine. You know what I mean? So what are some of the questions we should be asking?
Yeah, especially if they walk in and they sound like they're talking underwater.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
So, you know, Carl, when you walk into the pharmacy, the one thing you must remember is that the pharmacist is a trained healthcare professional.
Yes.
And we treat confidentiality extremely importantly.
Okay.
We also believe that there are no stupid questions and there is nothing that is irrelevant. So I think my important message to everybody out there, when you walk in, whatever you discuss with the pharmacist is confidential.
Okay, that's great.
But if you walk in with your allergies, the questions you need to ask are, is there something you can give to help me?
Yeah.
Describe your symptoms, okay? And anything that you've used previously. Now, obviously, the pharmacist will prompt you.
Yes.
So you just need to bridge that initial question. And as you say, it could just even be like, oh, I can't speak, my nose is blocked.
Yeah.
Because it's spring. We should be living life to its fullest.
Agreed.
And then the allergies hit you.
And that's the thing, it's quite debilitating. And I think, you know, communication is so important for us as human beings to connect with one another. When that is hampered, it's a problem. So let's talk about some of the topics that should be sort of addressed when you're having this conversation. You said nothing should be off the table, and everything is relevant, and I like the fact that you said that. So what are some of the topics that we should have on the table when getting our medication or asking for advice?
No, absolutely. And I think this is what's so important about it, is that when you walk into a pharmacy, you obviously are looking for something either to make you feel better or you're concerned about the health and well-being. And your health is the most important thing in life. Money's great, other things are great, but your health, without health, you've got big problems.
Absolutely.
So when you walk in, if it's a confidential conversation you need to have, ask the pharmacist if you can go into a private consulting room. And there is nothing that you cannot discuss with a pharmacist. We are there to listen to any of your concerns. We're there to help you live your best life.
And I love the fact that you said that. And it's so true, because the pharmacy I go to, I get that same type of treatment, you know, and I love that. And also the confidentiality is there, and also the no judgment, no matter what medication comes over that counter, which is fantastic. But let's talk a little bit about allergy medications and how effective they are, an over-the-counter, especially remedy that you are looking for. The effectiveness of that as an option, a first line of, I suppose, attack. What are some of the, I'm going to say, in your experience, some of the good points of having that type of allergy medication involved?
Okay. So first off, antihistamines are extremely effective taken properly. All right. So there are some certain things where I would say to you, you need to go to a doctor.
Yes.
But allergies are something that you can treat yourself. Just pop into your pharmacy. So there are 3, 4 different types of allergies. You could be the person that walks in seasonal. So it's like now.
Yes.
Pollen. Okay. So hay fever.
Yeah.
Then you get your occasional allergies. So maybe you've eaten something that hasn't quite agreed with you.
Yeah.
Or a bee has stung you. And then you get your perennial. Those are the poor sufferers, house dust mites, pollution, and they have it all year round. So antihistamines for all of those are extremely effective.
Yes.
So, and start it early. Don't wait until you've got a sinusitis. The important thing about treating allergies is to treat them quickly and get it under control. Because if you don't, and you walk around with that congestion, you can end up with a sinusitis, postnasal drip, cough, eye infections, and of course it can go down into your chest. So my advice, go in, get yourself on. There's so many different antihistamines. There's syrups, there's tablets, there's long-acting, short-acting. There's ones that can make you drowsy and help you sleep. There's some that will decongest more than others. And there's non-sedating for those like us who have to be up at the crack of dawn to go to work.
That's so true. Non-sedating, it's saved my life many times on this show. Yes, definitely. But a quick one on the word brave. I think I want to just focus on you, Jackie. What does brave mean to you?
So, you know, this whole initiative by Adcock Ingram is just such a wonderful one. So it showcases healthcare professionals, and in particular pharmacists. Conflict of interest there, pharmacists. But what it does is it highlights the role that healthcare professionals play in keeping people well. It shows the dedication that they have, sometimes under very challenging conditions, where a pharmacist is committed to the health of the people in the community. And for me, that dedication, that getting up every day to help others, that is brave. And what is wonderful is that it's recognized by Adcock Ingram, who also showcases the many services that pharmacists can do to keep us well.
Jackie, you're amazing. I just want to let you know that in case no one's told you this morning, you are incredible, and your entire fraternity of pharmacists, you are fantastic. So we celebrate you this month.
Thanks very much, Carl.
Thanks to Jackie. We're celebrating Pharmacy Month this September. It's the perfect time to recognize and appreciate crucial contributions pharmacists make to our family health. This is brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, dedicated to strengthening communities, one pharmacy at a time. And now, a little chance for you to win. Allergex Non-Drowsy is giving away one of 3 2,000 Rand cash prizes. If you want to enter that, just tell us what's your favorite outdoor activity that becomes off limits during allergy season. Make sure to use the hashtag Allergex Non-Drowsy in your entry. The competition closes on Friday, 6 September. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Thank you so much, Jackie. I'm going to echo Carl's words. I think you understand how much we love our pharmacists and the role you play on the show. Well, let's plug into the communities that you serve right now. And we're going to start our 7 o'clock news bulletin with our national news here in SA, and start with the Western Cape Department of Education that has now informed schools about the reduction of 2,400 teaching positions due to national budget cuts. So what does this mean? Well, Provincial Minister David Mania now assures that no teachers will be fired. That's permanent positions, but some contract teachers will not receive new contracts next year. Permanent teachers may be relocated to schools with vacancies. However, Mania emphasised ongoing discussions with teaching unions to explain the job cuts and minimise the impact. The department is working very closely with schools to manage these changes, so we'll certainly watch that space. Now, the Electoral Commission has received a clean audit report for the fourth consecutive year. So last month, the Auditor General audited the institution's 2023-24 annual financial statements, as well as the financing of political parties. Now, IEC's Chief Financial Officer, Dawn Mbata, says it is necessary for the organisation, and not just the finance team, to understand the importance of submitting financial statements to the Auditor General on time. Mbata reiterated the Chief Electoral Officer, Mamabolo, was instrumental in this Chapter 9 institution's clean audit report, so plaudits where they are due. Now let's cast a wider gaze on the international news front. Thousands of people have taken part in mass demonstrations across Israel following the recovery of 6 hostages held by Hamas in Gaza. So protesters, many draped in Israeli flags, gathered in major cities like Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, demanding the government secure the release of the remaining hostages from the October 7 attacks. The demonstrations coincide with a nationwide general strike called by the Histadrut labor union for Monday, urging the government to negotiate. And although yesterday's protests were peaceful, demonstrators breached police lines, blocking a major highway in Tel Aviv. Now, despite facing scrutiny over her eligibility for Miss South African pageant due to her Nigerian father and Mozambican mother, and despite being born in Soweto, Chidima Adetshina has triumphed elsewhere on the continent. So forced to actually withdraw from the South African contest, Adetshina was crowned Miss Universe Nigeria on this last Saturday. So the 23-year-old law student, who shed tears of joy, understandably described her win as a call for unity. Her participation participation in Miss Universe Nigeria followed significant media attention sparked by her finalist position here in Miss South Africa. So wonderful to see an end to that saga in this light. Now let's turn to the spirit of adventure and unity, and it was in full swing last week as students from Pace College, Moletsane High and Africa Tikkun, along with their cycling buddies from Torah Academy Boys High, embarked on an exhilarating 2024 Cycle Live Ride to Durban. So this annual event saw these young cyclists pedal an impressive 700 kilometers from Johannesburg to Durban, obviously fostering camaraderie along the way and celebrating South Africa's incredible diversity and our culture. The organizers report that the boys thoroughly enjoyed the ride, which once again served as a very powerful team-building exercise, teaching valuable life lessons in perseverance, of course, fortitude, the South African superpower, and goal setting, and inspiring other young South Africans to embrace their heritage and work together, especially with, of course, Heritage Day fast approaching on September the 24th. There has to be a build-up to Braai Day, and I love this. Well, we got the perfect build-up to Heritage Month over the weekend with some incredible sporting results. Let's get the latest from Carl.
Incredible depending on who you support, G. That's the thing. I'm so sorry. But let's give you the Premier League results. Liverpool delivered a commanding 3-0 victory over Manchester United with 2 goals from Luis Diaz and 1 from Mo Salah. Eric Ten Hag's side was completely outclassed, conceding twice in the first half due to costly mistakes from Casemiro, and Salah's second-half goal sealed the win, preserving Liverpool's perfect Premier League record this season and a new coach on a slot. Now, let's start in some rugby, shall we? The Springboks staged a thrilling comeback to defeat the All Blacks 31-27 in their rugby championship clash at Ellis Park that left no nail unbitten. Trailing by 10 points with 15 minutes left, the Boks fought back with tries from Kwagga Smith and Grant Williams, securing a dramatic victory in front of 60,000 fans. Despite errors, the Boks' relentless pressure and New Zealand's yellow card proved decisive. The Boks and All Blacks now turn their attention to Cape Town for round 4 of the Rugby Championship on Saturday, the 7th of September. On to Formula One, Charles Leclerc claimed a thrilling victory at the Italian Grand Prix, executing a bold one-stop strategy to secure P1, much to the delight of Ferrari fans. Now, despite early dominance from McLaren's Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, Leclerc's strategy paid off, holding off Piastri by 2.6 seconds. Carlos Sainz on aging tyres finished behind the McLarens, but Leclerc's win on Ferrari's home soil was a memorable triumph. And then world number 1, Yannick Sinner, powered into the US Open 4th round with a commanding 6-1, 6-4 and 6-2 win over Christopher O'Connell. And the Italian, chasing his second Grand Slam title, took just under 2 hours to dispatch the 87th ranked O'Connell. Now, Sinner now faces 14th seed Tommy Paul in the round of 16 after the American overcame Canadian qualifier Gabriel Diallo in 4 sets. Now, that's it for your sporting action for now. Another update, of course, in 1 hour. But let's take a first look at your traffic details. Here's Chi.
Thank you so much, young man. Let's start up north in Pretoria in Gauteng. Delays are expected on the N4 westbound. Sadly, that's after the Simon Vermoorten Road due to an accident there. The left lane currently closed. Choose another route if you can. Staying in the area in Pretoria, there's been an accident on the N1 southbound at Atterbury. You know that's going to be a biggie. The left shoulder is closed with some major delays expected there. Approach the affected areas with caution and, most importantly, drive carefully and with care for other road users. Let's get into the weather. As always, we touch base with the South African Weather Service first, and they have issued only one warning for today, thankfully, and that's extremely high fire danger conditions as weather shifts. That's expected over the Khai, Garib and Karreeburg local municipalities, specifically, as well as the Namakwa District Municipality of the Northern Cape, and then the northern parts of the Central Karoo District Municipality of the Western Cape. And residents are urged to exercise extreme caution and avoid any activities that could ignite fires. We'll probably have the winds to back that up, so please exercise caution. And of course, we love to see how you wake up every day, and we've had some beautiful photos sent in to mark the change of season. Take a look at this from Arav from Umhlanga. Absolutely beautiful. Wish we were there. Please share your morning views with us on 063 408 8863. We'd love to hear from you and see how you wake up every day. Well, let's see how the rest of our day is going to treat us. Let's get into some of those temperatures in your neck of the woods.
Oh, those temperatures are absolutely amazing. You know what else is amazing? The fact that today, Monday, it could be an unforgettable moment. Just think about that. If you play Daily Lotto for an estimated 520,000 Rand jackpot, you could actually find out if that day is today. Luckily, there are many ways to buy your tickets, including in-store on the nationallottery.co.za website or the mobile app. You can also purchase a ticket through your cell phone banking, easy peasy, or by dialing *120 *7529#. Follow the prompts. That is for USSD. Now, all of these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so go check them out if you need to reference or share it with a friend and get yourself in the running. Will the 520,000 Rand estimated daily lotto jackpot be yours? The only way to find out is to panda, pusha, play today.
Oh, then the girls are back in town, baby. Anika Kiara is here with some fire in the eyes, and she's brought the ladies. We're going to rock out. No space for little boy egos in the studio today, all right? And then, of course, it is a new season, and we're going to introduce you to officially the flowers of the season. We'll bring you the Woolies plug-in after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You know that we missed you so much. G and I were thinking about you, and now you're here. This is great. Welcome. Expresso S3, that's where it's at. And super talent on the couch. We have Anika Kiana, who is here. Now, Anika is a singer, songwriter, footballer.
Yeah.
just extraordinaire. Apparently very good at cooking as well.
Oh, really?
I'm just saying.
We'll put that to the test,
in the
my
kitchen
friend.
and studio, you know what I'm saying? And then also beginning a journey not too long ago in 2019. Things started happening.
Yeah.
It was yesterday, definitely. And an independent artist, which I love, and then releasing a brand new single called Little Boy Ego that has hit charts across South Africa and beyond. And before we catch up with her, I wanted you to take a listen to this, just to give you an idea of what's to come.
I know it's hard when you see me walk into a room. Hard for you, and I know the things that you're craving. I'm too smart for you, smart for you. So get off your house while you can. Been a long time since you were my man. Got eyes on me wherever I go. It's a pity for your little boy ego. Sing this fever mixed with cherry.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on. Anika Kiana is here. You were going to give yourself a round of applause earlier.
Were.
Do it, man. Do it.
Yeah,
because you're amazing. There we go. We love you, my friend, especially when you got fierce new music out. The voice is undeniable. The riff is absolutely awesome. So are you. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited for spring and
Yes.
just for some warm weather. Not so much for the allergies, but for the warm weather, I'm excited.
We'll be on set today. I think you'll be okay. I think we've got about 9 pharmacists here. You sorted.
Amazing.
We got you covered.
Yeah.
So good to have you here.
Free antihistamines all around. Anyway, but let's talk about Little Boy Ego.
Yes.
Number 1, cover art
Big.
goals.
Thank you.
I
so much.
love that.
Kurt April is actually the one.
Is it Kurt?
Yes, he's he can literally do everything. He's DJ, songwriter, producer, and he can also
Pro Tools.
make cover art.
Yes,
And you can Pro Tools.
all of the above. This and so this project, Little Boy Ego, for anybody who's been under rock and hasn't heard the song, it's got a certain grunge to it.
Yes.
And it's got a lot of meaning to it. When you hear it, you almost want to like do a fist pump in the air and say, "I agree."
Yeah, you
There's
want to
no
punch
space.
someone.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
I
I'm
mean,
joking.
Is that why you haven't told us who it is?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
Safety
much.
first.
Yeah,
Safety
you-
first.
You can lay it out now. Little Boy Ego. What is it about?
So it's basically about, I would like it to come across as a woman empowerment song.
Yes.
Love it.
That's pretty much the cover art. As you can see, the cover art, I sent the idea to Kurt and he basically made me bigger. I wanted to be bigger than the boy.
I know how you feel.
And, oh my God.
Just look at Carl's social media stream for the next week. I think something is cooking, okay?
Yes, continue. Sorry. Yes.
But yeah, essentially it's just a song about taking back your power in a toxic relationship, in a toxic environment. I want people to take that message from the song. I want, hopefully they can relate to it and just feel like a sense of, pride and just power.
I'm glad
Nice.
you've said that, because often you'll go through a breakup, you'll want to take your power back, but then you leave it with the person that you've left behind because you're so angry, you're so jaded, you're so upset, you're so self-judgmental. Empower yourself, move forward. I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm in awe of how you can carry the emotional message, carry the emotion behind the kind of music that you're doing, which is on fire at the moment, and still tick every professional box. Is it the collaboration? Is it the way that you're writing at the moment? What is the secret to your success? Because you started like 2 years ago and you have a profile, and I'm not even joking,
Good
like
maths.
2019 really wasn't that long ago,
No.
girl. But it's for someone my age, that was like yesterday. What is working so well for you within this collaborative? Because you're not alone. You've got some amazing creatives around you.
Definitely. I think now what is sort of the driving force is that I'm actually just tapping into who I am, the music that I actually want to make. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm just making music. I know Carl's also given me that advice before. To just make what I want to make, and if the world loves it, the world loves it. They don't, they don't. The most important thing is that I need to love it, and I think just tapping into this pop punk space at the moment is where I'm at, and I just love rocking out, actually. And I'm working with some awesome people. Ariana Carini, she's amazing, my manager, and she also produces for me as well. She does insane stuff for me. And then also been working with John O'Chreiling. And yeah, there's some more exciting things coming, maybe this week, next week. So
Bring back the Viper Room.
for Little Boy.
Wherever, just bring it back.
Did you hear that now?
Come on.
Did you hear the scoop? Just drop it in there.
Just a little sprinkle there.
Just drop it in there. Well, okay, we've been asking everybody today about what it means to them to be brave. And I'd like to pitch that to you, especially hearing the narrative now about
Yes.
the industry how daunting it can be to get in and be yourself. It's tough. People want to make radio singles, they want to do this, but not many people want to stay who they are and stay their path. But for you, what does brave mean?
I think for me it means being yourself and not caring what other people think. I know it's very cliche to say, but it's actually a very difficult thing to do. I feel like often on a daily basis we try and impress people, and I myself am a people pleaser.
It's the human condition a lot of the time.
Literally.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think for me the most important thing nowadays, being brave means to just be yourself, your most authentic self. Because it can be tough sometimes. You know, you feel judged by the people around you. You often overthink. You have imposter syndrome. What is this person going to think? Does this person actually hate me? Like, you know, but the most important thing is, like, don't actually care. We literally only have one life. Like, that's always what I go back to on my daily basis. I always go back to that. Like, we literally are only here once. So.
Well, Anika, we're only here once, girl, so don't waste time sitting on this beautiful couch talking to us frumps. Get out there onto a stage and go and make some history, young lady. We're not going to start with Little Boy Ego. I thought it was just would be a little bit awkward.
Okay, what are we starting with?
You were sitting here with Little Boy Ego, so we'll find out from the ladies. But when we say a creative collective, I love the fact that into the bravest month of them all, we are looking at 3 of the most talented musicians in the country who just happen to all be women. And they're going to prove to you right now what real authenticity looks like. Enjoy.
Let's go.
I'm hoping to kick back everyone into spring. And with this song, it's actually a cover song. It's called Ain't It Fun by Paramore. And I just want to rock out with you guys this morning. Let's go.
Just give it time. If it don't hurt now, then just wait a while. You're not the big fish in the pond no more. You are what they're feeding on. So what are you gonna do when the world don't orbit around you? Whoa. So what are you gonna do when the world don't orbit around you? Ain't it fun? it fun? Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun?
Rock out. Woo.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Just breathe it in. Spring is in full bloom, thankfully not a moment too soon. What better way to celebrate the new season than with its glorious gift to us, from indigenous proteas to striking sunflowers, and then those gorgeous pastels of chrysanthemums. Well, the product developer Alex Learmont is here to tell me actually how to pronounce the names of these flowers, because it is a new season and we can get excited. Woolies seems to raise the roof every single time we do this. And it's ridiculous that I get this excited about flowers and plants, Alex, but I've got green fingers like a lot of South Africans, because we are blessed. We are absolutely blessed. So let's start with the heavy hitters, the cut flowers. And what has got you most excited? Because I'm looking at some major touch points around me here. So let's start with the cuts.
So on the cut flower side, first of all, happy spring for
you too, my sister.
Isn't it amazing?
Yes.
South African weather just showing up, especially in the Cape.
Oh,
absolutely
man.
Glorious. I think winter is so cold that by the time we get to September, we just want colour in our lives.
For sure, new life.
And new life. And I'm very much on the side that, you know, there are different trends in flowers and different colour trends, but Mother Nature also pushes colour that you just can't ignore.
We'll call that slow flowers.
That's slow flowers. So on the cut flower side, I think the most exciting thing is you start to see all these beautiful oranges come through. Your pincushion. We're in pincushion season, as we can see here. We've got our beautiful Venus protea with little details like blushing brides in it. All your little sort of ericas and such. We've got our wax flowers coming in. And it's really just this riot of warm, sunshiny colours.
And I love the fact when you take something like a marquee flower, like a protea, where it becomes a central piece for a beautiful bunch. Well, maybe I'm going to put you to the test in a moment to create a beautiful bunch to celebrate the new season. But I love the fact that you can focus on a really solid core, and then you can have some fun and let the colours and the light shine.
Sure.
Houseplants are my absolute favourite.
Okay.
And we are not going anywhere before you tell me what those little hybrid kind of...
Yes.
What is that even? It's gorgeous. Carl sat around here for about half an hour beforehand.
I'm going to reach over here and grab this. So this is a calceolaria. This is called
calceolaria.
Yes, so it's a little spring seasonal that pops up, and these little flowers, like sort of almost like little balloony mushrooms. It's called a lady's purse.
Oh, that is so cute.
So almost mimicking those little purses that the ladies would have carried back in the day.
Yeah,
just too sweet. And these come in a riot of colour, in your oranges, your reds, your yellows.
Leopard print.
Leopard print for the season, Mother Nature showing off.
That is gorgeous. Bring on the fairies and the pixies, I have a feeling. That is beautiful.
Also, sorry to interrupt you there, I just get so excited, but on the houseplant side, you can see the first sort of colours coming through for early spring are very much your yellows and your purples. So again, just have fun with this riot of colour, you know?
In terms of upkeep, because what I've loved about the plants that I've been gifted, because my family knows, if they're going to buy me anything, buy me a little bonsai, buy me something beautiful, buy me an orchid, because I look after them, because I form an emotional attachment.
Of course.
In terms of the upkeep and looking after these plants, how difficult is it? How easy have you made it? What should we kind of manage our expectations?
So I think with Woolworths, first of all, we've really tried to make it very easy for you. All we want you to do is put it in your house and enjoy it.
And
gift it and let that person enjoy it. So we always come with a full instructions on each little plant. With our lavender, for instance, this is the lavender in the tin that you can get from us.
I love that.
We also have our little water wick device in here, which is very clever. So you hold that, I'll pull that out. So what happens is you pop your water in the base there. There's a little water wick that will pick up the water, so you don't even need to worry about watering it or your container getting wet or anything like that. We really have taken...
The upcycling of all of these little things is also absolutely beautiful and amazing. I love this. So let's get creative and combine. Can you give us a bit of a roadmap on how to create that? Let's call it the spring celebration bouquet.
Let's call it this. Okay, first of all, so I would pop into Woolies and I would grab this. So these are bunches that I've just put into vases already. So this is a bunch that we call rose and wax. So I absolutely love orange and pink together. Those are my colours. So I'm going to buy this orange and wax, rose and wax. Then what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to buy myself a bunch of pin cushions as well, which I can also get in store. So these are also some of the pin cushions that
And there is something beautifully South African about that as well. I'm all for a beautiful European-esque kind of bouquet, but I mean, we are heralding in a South African spring, so let that echo.
So now look at that. I'm just going to be popping a few pin cushions into this bouquet. Are they going to behave themselves? Yes, they are.
It's all right. The more flower petals we can spread across our studio floor, the better.
Just
for today, I'll take it.
So I'm not even going to use the whole bunch. So I'm probably going to maybe even gift this bunch to my mum. Then I'm going to just put, 4 or 5 pin cushions in there, and then I'm going to cut those down, and then I'm going to keep them for myself on my desk. Because I also need just a little bit of spring for myself.
And it's quite dramatic as well. I like that. It's like a talking point kind of a flower, so don't shy away.
I'm going to take 1 or 2 of these little freesias that are in here. Are they also going to slip out and behave for me? There we go. Oops, I'm going to ask you to pull off that little bit of stem.
Can I pull the whole thing?
That's perfect, yeah. And then I'm just going to pop little bits of freesia into that bouquet as well. So you can already see if one starts working freesias in. Isn't that just amazing?
It's busy, but it still sits as one very kind of succinct idea. I love that.
I take another one there. Oh, they get a bit knotted. There we go, one more. So I'm not going to put all of them in, but really what you just would want to do
of spring
is just dot them around in there. And suddenly you've taken this base bouquet, the rose and wax, you've put in the pin cushions, you've put a few freesias.
Do you know what it feels like? You walked outside your mountain cottage and you just walked down the field like Heidi and strolled and picked flowers as you went. Absolutely gorgeous. Alex, you're a genius. And I mean that. You guys, your team, what you guys are able to do as we head into season is mind-blowing.
Thank you.
And I know how hard you work to find that balance. So thank you so much. I look forward to having all of you in my house pretty soon. Well, of course, you guys can tackle the new season in style and with a new fresh energy. You can head in-store, online, fresh cut flowers, homey houseplants at Woolies, and that's across the board. Go and experience them firsthand in store, but you can also check them online or using their amazing app. Bottom line, spring has sprung. Bring the flowers out. Gorgeous.
So springy, I'm going to start calling you allergy, Graham. I'm letting you know. Anyway, new tan lines, long beach days, and wholesome family moments. That is what this upcoming spring and summer season is all about. So let's take a look at how Woolworths is embracing it with their latest fashion and homeware offerings. This is for you.
The campaign is called Summer Great. So we literally wanted to, elevate our products and our models on interesting plinths and podiums to really showcase the product in the best way possible and creating this sort of outdoor art gallery feel. What we're trying to achieve with this campaign is really to showcase our amazing new offering that we have for Spring Summer 24. We really just wanted to shoot in beautiful locations in South Africa to capture, those great summer moments that come with the change of the season and bring summer to life.
So women's wear trends for spring and summer at Woolworths are our beautiful fabrics. So we've put a lot of investment into linen. You'll see that dropping throughout the season in beautiful colorways. We've also put a big focus into set dressing, so beautiful sets across trousers, shorts, skirts, paired back with your shirting, your blouses and your camis. For accessories and footwear this season, you're going to see a lot of beautiful slides, so really easy slip-on footwear for summer, as well as your summer sunnies in new shapes. And then in terms of bags, you're going to see a lot of beautiful bucket bags, a little bit more structure, as well as crafty kind of items and elements.
I love this outfit because it's a nice, build up. It's got the gold, it's got the amazing shades, I've got sneakers on. It's very me. I don't like to stress.
The menswear trends that you can expect for the season is definitely eco-friendly garments, because everything that we do is anchored in sustainability. We're looking at organic materials, and there's an increasingly demand for eco-friendly fashion, and that's what we're offering this season. Then, very importantly, is dressing head to toe in a single color. On the pastel colors, we see a lot of soft, beautiful, sun-baked colors in blues and greens, even touches of soft orange, and it gives a beautiful, refreshed palette for summer wardrobes.
I think I love wearing denim because it sort of opens up another personality side of me.
For the season, in terms of color, you're going to see a lot of beautiful naturals, as well as those kind of baked, sun-kissed colors. We put a big focus into our blues and our greens, as well as our hots. But neutrals and naturals are really our key focus for the season.
Bedroom is a big focus for us this season. We're introducing a new crisp cotton 144 thread count collection made from 100% BCI cotton. And then one of my personal favorite and most anticipated launches this season is our new kids bedding collection made from 100% BCI cotton, allowing mums to be assured that their little ones will sleep under the best fabric. We're launching furniture that includes large brollies, lounges, fold-up chairs and picnic chairs, and then smaller items include all your picnic essentials, from baskets to seat pads in different colors and patterns.
In terms of print and pattern, we're very lucky because we've got our own in-house design team. So we've updated our prints and our patterns with fresh new colors and relevant for the season. And very importantly, we've updated all our fits to be more relaxed, more comfortable, and more in line with trend. We have so much for the little ones this season. Kids' trends are all about mixing of playful aesthetics and comfort. I think it's all in the shorts and the tees. It's in the sets. It's in cotton, linen. We see a lot of skirts and dresses, also with subtle textures this season as well. And our graphics have all been updated. It's all encapsulated in a mix and match of playful pieces. In terms of safety, I think that is key and critical when we actually start designing and manufacturing garments for the kids. We ensure the materials are safe for children and that all the processes that we use actually tick all the boxes to make us a safe destination for parents to shop.
The key message we want to communicate this season is that the details make the difference. So summer is all about the details. You know, new tan lines, the first signs of open toe season, you know, spending time with family and friends, long beach days, eating grenadella lollies, you know, all those little details is what makes summer great. And really show everyone that, you know, Woolies is the one-stop destination for all things fashion, home, and beauty this summer.
You missed it. They were about to do Carl's scene there. If you want to experience this right here for yourself, experience the bliss of breathable fabrics, the simple pleasure of loose silhouettes, and the pops of prints and color with Woolworths Spring and Summer 2024 fashion and homeware collection launching this September and October. Do it now. Shop it in-store, online, or on Carl Wastie's body. No, the app, or possibly his body.
With the Tastemaster Junior and Clover. Watch this week's show and bake a creative cookie and milkshake pairing using Clover's Super M. Upload it to socials by replying to the competition post using hashtag the Tastemaster Junior and hashtag Clover Made with Love. You could win a KitchenAid Classic Stand Mixer plus a Clover hamper. Don't miss the Tastemaster Junior, Tuesday evenings at 7, repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2. Clover Made with Love.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we embrace bravery. We are all about brave this month, and I love it. As we embrace the vibrant season of spring, which sprung in a big way this weekend, we are tackling allergy season with some amazing invaluable insights from Adcock Ingram OTC's Chris Brassel, who is one of our absolute go-tos. We're going to dive into how Allergex Non-Drowsy can provide much-needed relief. We're going to discuss some strategies for managing those allergies effectively and explore tips to make the most out of the spring, because we want to enjoy it, embrace. I keep using that word. But when you're embracing the allergies that come with it, it can hit hard. And I know a lot of people have been hit very quickly because spring sprung just out of nowhere. Let's get into the products that are on the shelf, because we've identified, obviously, that our pharmacists become paramount over this time of the year specifically. Forget about flu season. As we move into allergies, we need to know what direction, what that true north is. So talk us through some of the heavy hitters in this space that can come over the counter and provide relief.
I think that's the great thing, Graham. You can get great products over the counter. At the OTC counter in your pharmacy, you don't need a prescription. And you can get products that are available to treat those irritating symptoms such as the runny or blocked nose, the itchy eyes, the scratchy throat, sneezing, and of course the itchy skin rash known as urticaria. And the great thing is these products are available in, some of these products rather, are available in either syrup or tablet format and can be taken, the syrups, from as young as 2 years old. And the tablets are usually for adults only. But you can always speak to your pharmacist and they will guide you and give you the right product for your symptoms, and also, refer to the package insert just to get the right directions for use.
To know where you are going in this space. I understand that you can get quite nuanced as well, which we need because no person is the same, no product is the same. These all kind of land in slightly different ways, which makes that relationship with your pharmacist that much more important to ask those questions if you need to.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is, as you say, there are loads of different products available, but not all of them are the same and they don't all do the same thing. And I think it's important that you make that differentiation. And it is exactly as you say, talk to your pharmacist. They will always guide you, they're always available, and they will give you the right product to treat your symptoms. So it's very important that you involve them in your decision making and just to make sure you get what you need at that time.
Because what we often forget is that pharmacists have spoken to the 20 people before you who have used similar sort of medications, gone through a similar gateway. So it's the most up-to-date knowledge that we have of how effective these medicines and these over-the-counters are. When we talk about non-drowsy, I think sometimes there is a bit of a misconception, and we know there are going to be side effects or at least warnings of. With any medication, we've got to always start there, be safe first. But when we talk about non-drowsy, can you maybe expand on that a little bit for us?
Absolutely. So, as I mentioned, many different products contain different ingredients. Some products contain what is known as a first-generation molecule, and that is something that was developed earlier. Newer products contain what we call a second-generation molecule, and these have different impacts. So a first-generation molecule isn't as selective where it works in the body.
That targeted, okay.
Exactly. And a second-generation molecule, it's newer, as I mentioned, and therefore it is more selective where it works, and it may have fewer side effects. Okay. One of them is that it doesn't readily cross the blood-brain barrier, which makes it generally non-sedating. I do just wish to point out, though, that you should always try a product, see how it affects your body before you do something like driving or operating
heavy machinery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to know how our body, because as we said, as the products are different, so are we. So we do need to make sure that we know exactly how that product is going to react with us.
And great to know that we are evolving so quickly, and I think we've entered the golden era of medicine because it seems to be more of a focus on getting the body to do what it needs to do as opposed to just looking for an answer-all medication that's going to save us, which doesn't actually exist. We know we need to strengthen ourselves. That being said, when we look at a second-generation antihistamine, do we need a script for that?
No, we're actually very lucky we don't. We can purchase this over the counter, it's available. As I said, talk to pharmacists, they will guide you because we have different needs. And, you may want something that if you suffer at night and it wakes you up, then you may be happy to take a first-generation antihistamine. Whereas
you might need a little extra sleep.
Well, that's up to your pharmacist to confirm that for you.
Yeah.
But your second-generation antihistamine, apart from it being more selective where it works and allowing you to get on with life as you know it and able to do what you have to do, it also is only a once-a-day dosage because it has been clinically proven to have longer-lasting effects. So that's also so great for us that we don't have to every 3 or 4 hours stop what we're doing, take a tablet.
For sure.
Start it off once in the morning and you're done for the day.
And enjoy the day. Enjoy the flowers, whether they're wild or indoors.
Absolutely.
I love it. I was going to ask you what brave means to you, but I've asked you that a few times on the show. So I'm going to offer an observation. And for me, what brave means is basing your entire life on helping other people where it matters so much. And for that, I say thank you. I know you embrace this challenge more than many do, but thank you, thank you, thank you. We know how many people are affected by allergies, by so many of the issues that we help with over the counter every single day. It really is the front line. So thank you so much for being a part of that family. Yes, we are very well looked after on your Feel Good Breakfast show because there is a community of pharmacists out there with just the right kind of tools, second generation tools, to help us fight back. Of course, proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, officially the sponsors of Brave, dedicated to strengthening communities, one pharmacy at a time. And we know that our pharmacists really are the pillar of these communities. They've proven it. So as we celebrate Pharmacy Month this September, it really is the ideal moment to recognize that contribution to our family's health. And remember, Allergex Non-Drowsy is also giving you guys the added bonus of winning one of 3 2,000 Rand cash prizes. And if you want to enter, you've got to tell us this. What's your favorite outdoor activity that becomes completely off limits during allergy season? Sorry to take you back into your trauma, but we want you to use that hashtag Allergex Non-Drowsy to qualify. And of course, the competition closes Friday, the 6th of September, but you can find all the T's and C's that apply on expressoshow.com. Good luck.
So if you're going to head into spring and you don't have a bay, don't worry. Helene and I are going to give you a sorbet. Don't worry. We've got something special for you. Spring is in the air. We're going to celebrate with a refreshing treat that actually captures the minds and the essence of season. Now, today we're bringing you not one, but 2 easy hacks to make delicious fruity sorbets. Whether you're in the mood for something very, very quick or have time to prepare, these easy hacks will turn your favorite juice into delicious homemade sorbets, perfect for cooling down as the days warm up. Also very good for guests when they come over. Just come on over and have a sorbet. All right, Helene.
What are we doing?
We are going to do something great. And obviously, because of the magic of television, we can't ice things up live for you. We don't have liquid nitrogen today. So what we're going to do is we're going to just give you a little idea platform. We've done some things earlier, but just follow along and then try it at home. Okay, what are you going to do?
Juice, honey, bit of lemon juice, mix that together, pop it in here so that it can go off to the freezer.
Is that as easy as that?
As easy as that.
You can do that because I want to tell you a bit more about what you're going to use, because every glass of that crush that you have over there, it's got the freshest ingredients, of course, the freshest fruits, capturing the pure natural taste of nature's bounty in every single sip, making this filled with vitality. It's not just looking good, it's enriched with vitamin A, C, and D, supporting healthy vision, strong immune system, and overall wellness, making it a delicious way to take care of your health. Now, with a wide range of flavors, there's orange, there's 6 fruits and vitamins, and cranberry, as well as Crush 100% fruit blend range. This entire range offers a delicious and refreshing option for anything that you need, any occasion, family trip. Let's make the most of spring into summer. So, that was very easy.
Yes, I'm using the cranberry. Which flavour are you going to use?
I would like to, well, personally, I want to use this because this has got 6 fruit and 6 vitamins. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is like, I like
immune booster on its own.
Right. It's a bit of wellness. So I told you, magic of television. What we did was earlier, we did the cubes, we put them in the freezer. Obviously, if you've got an empty ice tray, you don't have to be too sexy with it. You can literally just pour it in and then take it from there. So usually I tilt these things, but I just go for it and I pour away. And you're going to fill these up, put them in the freezer, and they're going to do their thing. It's as simple as that. So
have you done this before?
You know what? I've done this many times before, actually.
I can see that.
This version of sorbet. However, there are other versions that have other ingredients in them that I can't mention now because it's too early in the morning.
Okay.
But I've made sorbets of that. That's correct. I don't want to...
It's not a Friday sorbet.
It's not a Friday. Not at all. Okay, so that's going to go into the freezer.
Yes.
And then once it's frozen?
Then you blend this so that it's nice and smooth. But you can either start with where I did.
Yes.
Or you can do this up front and then just blend that for a quick
lovely
nibble or a treat after a meal.
So let's think about 6 fruits, 6 vitamins. The actual nutritional ingredients in here, in a lovely fruit juice, fresh fruit juice as well. Doing this, is this a nice hack to add more vitamins into the diet?
Yes, definitely. And I think what's important is that one shouldn't just include fresh fruit and vegetables as snacks, but also as part of your meals throughout the day. So
right. And also make it fun. I feel like this is making it fun. You almost have to, I think, psychologically hack yourself to get more of these in so that you can actually enjoy it properly. So
you could even combine 2 flavors if you wanted to.
That would be, Okay, let's do it. You know, while we are here, let's do it. Also, optional, you can add a bit of, for extra tartness, you can add a bit of lemon juice if you want to, lime juice as well. Remember, more fruit. Alternatively, you can also just add in some honey, because I think honey also gives it a bit of a sweetness kick, even though the fruit, you know, seasonal fruit are naturally sweeter anyway, but this is how we're going to roll.
A few mint leaves would also be nice.
Oh, now we're talking.
Or a bit of fresh ginger. Play with the flavors.
You see, this is why Helene is here. This is why we lean on you for this type of thing. So for this particular application, what I want to do, I actually do want to add this in here because this is only because of the blending ability. And then we have our moment here. Okay, are you ready?
Go for it.
Are we ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's hope it goes. Okay, there we go. Okay.
I get goosebumps whenever I think of ice. I can't.
Okay, so do you want to close your eyes?
No, it's
close
fine,
your ears?
just do it.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, it's there somewhere. It's almost there. It's there. It's there. Is it here? Okay,
it's not wanting to blend.
It's not wanting to blend. It's just that
Maybe
it's
you
just.
didn't close it.
It didn't close it properly.
I don't know. This is your department.
It is indeed. You see, that's...
Do we have power?
It happens sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Hold it, can you... Yes, we'll actually do the sounds for you. Just to
blend it.
Then, without you even knowing it, suddenly you get that little bit of shot over there, which is wonderful. It's as simple as that. Thank you so much. There we go. Is it...
Somebody stepped on the plug.
Exactly. Hold on, this is what happens on live. See, it's still not going. It's fine, though. It's beautiful. It's okay. Well, our electrician is busy working here, but I can tell you that if you try it at home with your electricity, it'll work so much better. Oh, there she is. There we go. Hey! That's it. How electrifying was that? We'll see you in the next couple. Remember, if you want to get those ingredients, please feel free to go to expressoshow.com and make your sorbet your way and start creating and also adding more vitality into your diet, as well as more electricity.
To enjoy every drop of goodness from the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. Also in delicious new nectar.
welcome back, you beauties. Yes, it is time. No space for little boy egos today. Why? Because Anika Kiana is here with a brand new single, and she is ready to bring grunge back, and we are here for that. Ladies, the floor is yours. Take it away.
I know it's hard when you see me walk into a room, hard for you, and I know the things that you're craving. I'm too smart for you, smart for you. So get off your house while you can. Been a long time since you were my man. Got eyes on me wherever I go. For your little boy, teenage fever mixed with cherry lips. I thought of it. I drink up all of the poison you put up in my head. So are you running from the thrill? Running through the hills, running everything that you would make me feel. Oh, I've been praying on your karma, yeah, my life's been rid of all the drama since you left me. And questions I still must be tired, friend. Always be in the middle, so get off your house while you can. Been a long time since you were my man. Got eyes on me wherever I go. For your little boy ego, teenage fever mixed with cherry lips. I wanna feel. I drink up all of the poison you put up in my head. So are you running from the thrill? Running through the hills, running everything that you would make me feel. Each time you come around, you somehow let me down with your little boy ego. Oh no, no, no. Another step in the back. Make sure to cover your tracks, but I ain't holding back no more, no, no. So are you running from the thrill? Are you running through the hills? Are you running from everything that you love? So are you running from the thrill? Running through the hills? Are you running from everything that you love? Make me feel. It's a pity for your little boy ego.
Yes, please! Woo! Yeah!
Fantastic music over there, and more to come for you in your Feel Good Breakfast Show. But for now, let's focus in on some news. Now, nationally, let's start there. Police Minister Senzo Mchunu announced that the department will encourage families of slain officers to pursue civil claims against perpetrators. Speaking at the SAP's annual commemoration for the 39 officers who died in the line of duty from April 2023 to March 2024, Mchunu also highlighted the department's focus on establishing victim-friendly rooms at all police stations. In a written parliamentary reply, he stated that out of 1,066 police stations, 1,046 now have dedicated victim-friendly rooms. The Western Cape Department of Education has informed schools about the reduction of 2,400 teaching positions due to national budget cuts. Provincial Minister David Maynier assures that no teachers will be fired, but some contract teachers will not receive new contracts next year. Permanent teachers may be relocated to schools with vacancies. Maynier emphasizes ongoing discussions with teaching unions to explain the job cuts and minimize impact. The department is working closely with schools to manage the changes. On to international news. A military alliance between Somalia and Egypt is creating tension in the Horn of Africa, particularly with Ethiopia. The arrival of Egyptian C-130 military planes in Mogadishu marked the start of a deal signed in August during the Somali president's visit to Cairo. By year's end, up to 5,000 Egyptian soldiers are expected to join a revamped African Union force, with an additional 5,000 deployed separately. Ethiopia, already at odds with Egypt over a Nile dam and concerned about regional destabilization, has criticized the move. Now, thousands of people have taken part in mass demonstrations across Israel following the recovery of 6 hostages held by Hamas in Gaza. Protesters, many draped in Israeli flags, gathered in major cities like Tel Aviv and Jerusalem demanding the government secure the release of the remaining hostages from the October 7 attacks. The demonstrations coincide with a nationwide general strike called by the Histadrut labor union for Monday, urging the government to negotiate. Although yesterday's protests were peaceful, demonstrators breached police lines, blocking a major highway in Tel Aviv. Now, spring has arrived in the Western Cape, painting the landscape with a vibrant tapestry of Cape wildflowers after months of winter chill. It's the perfect time to embrace the season's beauty as Cape Nature celebrates its 10th annual Access Week from September 21st to 27th, 2024. During the special week, the public is invited to explore 25 provincial nature reserves across the Western Cape for free. Whether you're hiking, birdwatching, or simply soaking in the stunning scenery, there's something for everyone. From the West Coast Cedarburg to the Garden Routes Robberg, each reserve offers a unique slice of nature's wonders. Don't miss the opportunity to revel in the season's colourful splendour. That wraps up news in your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's take a final look at your sporting action. Here's G.
Thank you so much, Carl. Let's dive right in with our English footy, and Liverpool delivered a commanding 3-0 victory over their arch-rivals Man United with 2 goals from Luis Diaz and then 1 from Mohamed Salah. So Eric Ten Hag's side completely outclassed, it must be said, conceding twice in the first half due to some costly mistakes from Casemiro. And then Salah's second half goal sealing that win, preserving Liverpool's perfect Premier League record this season, of course, under their new head coach, Arne Slot. Now let's turn to rugby, and the Springboks, they staged a thrilling comeback to defeat a very strong All Blacks outfit 31-27 in their Rugby Championship clash at Ellis Park on Saturday. So at one point trailing by 10 points with 15 minutes left, the Boks fought back with tries from Quagga Smith and Grant Williams. The Bomb Squad doing their job, securing a dramatic victory in front of the 60,000 plus fans. So despite some costly errors, the Boks' relentless pressure and New Zealand's very timiest yellow card proving decisive, I think. The Boks and All Blacks now turn their attention to Cape Town. And that's for round 4 of the Rugby Championship happening this Saturday, the 7th of September. Now let's turn to Formula 1, and Charles Leclerc did it in style. He claimed a thrilling victory at the Italian Grand Prix over the weekend, executing a very bold one-stop strategy to secure P1. So much to the delight, obviously, of the Ferrari home fans. Despite early dominance from McLaren's Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, Leclerc's strategy paid off, holding off Piastri by 2.6 seconds. Then Carlos Sainz on aging tyres, finishing behind the McLarens. But Leclerc's win on Ferrari's home soil, obviously a memorable triumph. Gotta love the Rosso. Now let's turn to the Paralympics, and he's done it again. Sprinter Mpumelelo Mhlongo captured Team South Africa's first medal at the Paris Paralympic Games, winning gold in the T44 100 meters. The 30-year-old from Johannesburg clocking a season's best, in fact, of 11.12 seconds as he did it, narrowly beating out Cuba's Yamel Luis Veves Suarez by, get this, 0.08 seconds, because that's how we do it on this stage. Malaysia's Eddie Bernard taking bronze there as well, but I would certainly watch that space. Team South Africa is coming. And that's where we leave our sporting headlines for this morning. Let's get another update on the roads.
Thanks a lot, G. And I've got 4 incidents for you. Boksburg, Gauteng, I'll start there. There's been a multi-vehicle accident that is on the N12 westbound. After Atlas Road, the right lane is currently closed. In Centurion, still in Gauteng, delays are being experienced on the N1 northbound after Samrand Avenue due to multi-vehicle accident in that area. The left shoulder is closed, so please drive carefully. Heading down to the Mother City in Milnerton, there's been an accident on the N7 northbound before Bosmansdam. The left lane is obstructed. Approach the affected area with caution. And if you're still heading out to work, Somerset West Way, there's a congestion on the N2 outbound before Victoria Road. Natural morning delays are expected, so please allow for some extra travel time. And wherever you are heading, just maintain a safe following distance. Please buckle up, follow the rules of the road. We want to see you at work safely as we get into weather. Starting with weather news, the National Maritime and Rescue Institute has warned the public to exercise extreme caution along the coast due to dangerous sea conditions caused by the new moon spring tide peaking on Tuesday, which creates exceptionally strong drag currents from recent cold fronts and deep-sea storms. NSRI spokesperson Craig Lamberton advises that robbers, boaters, sailors, bathers, I should say, coastal walkers as well as anglers should be vigilant as the search continues for two young men, aged 17 and 20, who went missing while swimming at Victoria Bay in George, with police, divers and a drone now also involved. And the competition continues for sunrise views. Of course, we're in September, which means we are upping the ante. And Yolandi, you stepped up here from Lourisfontein. Now, you're showing us just a piece of your side of the world. And remember, these sunrise views, not only for positivity, but also to increase tourism in your area. Think about it that way and then send it over. 063 408 8863. We'd love to see you a sunrise view. And we'd love to see some temperatures across Mzansi.
Those scenes hopefully getting you to dream about the future that could be, and this Monday could mark an unforgettable moment for you if you play the Daily Lotto. Why? Because there is the $500,000 just drifting around waiting to be won. In fact, let me be specific, 520,000 Rand in the jackpot today. Boom.
There are so many ways to buy a ticket, all right? So including in-store, tell somebody, in fact, give somebody a flower in-store while getting your ticket. That's a good idea. nationallottery.co.za, that's the website, the mobile app. You can also spring into action using your cell phone banking or by dialing *120 *7529 hash. That is for USSD.
And now we are aware that you're still thinking about what you're going to spend the money on and haven't listened to a word that we've said, so we're going to put those details up on all of our social media pages. Go and check them out for yourself and put yourself in the running. 520,000 Rand estimated in the Daily Lotto jackpot today. But you got to ponder, push a play to find out. All right, we've been rocking out all morning, so I suppose we should just continue to rock out. And there's only one person who rocks out more than any other, and her name happens to be Karen Zoid. The queen of rock is here, and she is doing something completely outside of music, which is blowing my mind. We will find out more after this.
Come on.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Yes, as we have said all morning, spring has officially sprung. And as we step into September, it's crucial to prepare our gardens for the new season, just like we prepare ourselves. And one of our favorites, Ben Getz, the founder of the incredible Urban Harvest edible gardens that have transformed, I think, how many of us see our spaces, is here to guide us through some essential tips and strategies to help you make the most out of your gardening efforts. So whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out or somewhere in between, get ready to learn some practical advice. That's what it's about, because we want to get our hands dirty. Buddy, it is so good to see your face,
Great
man.
to see you too, and it's great to be here. Thanks for having
dude,
me.
we love you. We love what you represent, because you are ideal for us in terms of bringing green, bringing the outdoors, indoors. You've just figured it out. But it comes with a list of conundrums to those of us that aren't well practiced in the space. Limited space, limited light. Maybe you can take us through some of the big challenges when working in smaller spaces and how you've been able to overcome them.
For sure. I think the first thing you actually mentioned is light. If you're wanting, we're talking about growing food. So this is edible gardens, edible flowers, herbs, vegetables. They all want light. It's very easy to...
That's how they become food.
Exactly, photosynthesis. That they're making beautiful sugars that taste delicious to us. It's very easy to bring shade and to cool the plants down, but it's very difficult to bring the light. So if you're starting a vegetable garden, the first question is, where are you going to put it? So you need to find a nice, sunny, hot corner. If you don't have a space like that, think about rooftop, think about vertical spaces. And there's another option, which is even reflectors. So you can use mirrors, windows. There needs to be some light and some warmth for it to work. That's the first thing.
Okay.
The second thing is soil. So it's sunlight, soil, 2 S's. And the third thing is selection, which plants you're going to select. So the 3 S's. So first you're going to, for example, this is a container garden, or at least this is an example of a ready grown small container garden. It's
exploding.
It's exploding. There's so much to harvest from there. There's fragrance, there's color. I mean, you've got thyme, you've got marjoram, you've got very beautiful Swiss chard. We also call it spinach, red vein sorrel, flat leaf parsley, celery. These are all things that we can use on a daily basis.
And quite comfortably, all growing literally in the same room, like in their own tiny little space.
Yeah, I mean, this is less than 30 centimeters by 20 centimeters. It's a very small space. This is almost twice the size, and we can get a whole lot more in here. So using a container is essential. I mean, you can get super creative. You can use the back of an old TV. Upcycle,
for sure. Before we get onto the building of the soil, because I know that's that's where your alchemy comes to bear. I absolutely love that part of the process. But when selecting, because you say selection is key here. How do we what informs that decision? When we're looking at our edibles, specifically the herbs and the foods that we can eat, how do we go about selecting the complementary plants?
So the first thing for sure is season, and everybody's talking about spring. It's a lovely warm day in Cape Town today. And it's a very exciting time to plant. In Cape Town, you can actually plant all year round. Almost every week of the year you could be planting, but spring is the most exciting time, because suddenly we've gone from soft leafy greens right through winter to now we're planting tomatoes, aubergines, peppers, chilies, zucchinis. There's a wide variety. I can't cover them all here, but what I can say is that it's very easily available online. Seasonal planting list for winter rainfall regions in South Africa.
Urbanharvest.co.za. Just as a jumping off point, start there, ask questions. It almost feels like we've missed a beat here. We spend so much time. There are so many beautiful gardens that we can't eat across South Africa, yet this is the core of what you do. What is that kind of precipice or that step that we need to take? Because surely we could all be growing our own food.
Honestly, the way to start is go with quality, not quantity. Start with something small, get it right. The message I'd like to leave everyone with is you can definitely do it. It's really easy. It is 3 S's. It's sunlight, good soil, and then a selection of plants. And you did ask, quite wrap that one up about the selection. There's so much to choose from, but diversity is strength.
Okay.
Harmony in diversity. It's the same as with us. I've got a selection here where we've got edible flowers, perennial herbs, annual herbs, lettuces, just a
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get our hands dirty.
Cool.
Take us through the process of actually the potting, if you will. Yeah.
So this is a container garden. I've actually filled it with organic material. This happens to be wood chip. It's mulch. This is a way of saving money because what you're actually doing is you're filling the planter with what will become compost, but this is the kind of thing that most people can find quite easily. So fill this almost
You've probably
3/4.
cut this out of your garden right now in preparation for spring,
Exactly.
you know?
And then what I've done is we like to mix our own potting soil, but this is just a good quality potting soil that I've bought from a nursery. And that's accessible to anybody.
For sure.
It's, potting soil is essentially a mixture of sand and compost. And compost is really important, especially with edible gardens. If you're looking at indigenous, the plants are less hungry, but when it comes to food, almost all of the crops you want to plant will want high nutrient dense soil. And it's not just about nutrients, it's also about the life in the soil, the beneficial bacteria, fungi, protozoa, the microorganisms, also then things like earthworms.
It's the ecosystem. I love that. Just we're obviously not going to have time to do a full planting here, but maybe if you can give us lastly some advice on how to plant. How deep do we need to go and how close do plants need to be?
What I would say is you've got to get a big mix of color, a mix of diversity. In this case, for example, it's a nice thing even before you plant just to lay out your plants and see, does it look good? Obviously, as you do this longer, you get to learn how big the plants go, and you need to make sure that they all have space. But if your soil is rich and dense, nutrient dense, you can plant a lot more in a small space. As I said, quality versus quantity. Small space, high density, nutrient-rich soil, you can plant a lot of plants, and it's also much easier to look after. You just need to look after this.
This is a balcony. This is a windowsill. This is right on your doorstep. I absolutely love that. In fact, on our show, we are all about quantity or quality over quantity. So I absolutely understand that. urbanharvest.co.za is where you go to get the plug-in if you want to find out more. Ask Ben any questions, and then happy planting. And speaking of quality over quantity, time now to hand over to my brilliant friend over there.
Well, unlike, plants, sometimes I don't grow really, but it's fine. It's okay. Well, let's get into spring, shall we? Let's get into your garden. I asked you to share a bit more about your garden and also how it's blossoming. We want to see it. We want to celebrate it. It's the 2nd of September. Why not? Thanks a lot for your photos and videos. I want to take a little look through some of them that came through. It'll be so lovely to see just a few of them. So let's take a little look. The first one is Almer saying, good morning. Dis lieflike lente, die winter's verby, and now it's time to put all of the jackets away. I feel like it's a rhyme that it should have completed with that, but it didn't. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's go for some more of them and say good morning. And of course, spring to you too. Happy spring to you too. Happy new productive week ahead. Hope you had a great week and blessings to you, fam. Looking forward to some pictures of gardens. That's what I'm looking for. Couple of plants, a little bit of flowers maybe, even just the soil so we can see the potential. Let's go to the next one, shall we? And this, stunning. Heather, you got the brief. Delivered. Look at those. I didn't even know what those plants are called, but for me, I just want to say that those flowers are amazing. You can just see they are gorgeous. They are ready. And that's what I love to see, the colors, the purples and the reds. More. I want more. Let's see the next one. Fanekuti is saying this one, sending this over. Ooh, is that honeysuckle? I'm just assuming it's honeysuckle. If it's not, then I'm going to call those flute blommer, because that just makes sense to me. Now, there we go. So you can send a voice note, you can send a picture, you can send a little video of you tracking across your garden, whatever that is, please, come on now. Send it over to 063-408-8863 and let our gallery grow throughout the entire September. And then maybe at the end, we'll do a beautiful montage for you about how you really filled our screens with some blooming goodness. Also, goodness coming your way shortly. Karen Zoid is here. Don't go anywhere.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Joining us right now is none other than Karen Zoid, multi-award-winning musician, television producer, talk show host, and just about everything else, ahead of Die Wereld Art Auction. I like that hybrid of English and Afrikaans there. It's happening this Friday, and we're going to find out a little bit more and, yes, get a performance from, well, the whole family, it seems, this morning. Let's give her a very feel-good welcome. Oh, you look very fresh for a Monday morning, my friend. Sure.
1st of September.
Oh, I love seeing you because it always feels like, for me, a marker of where we're all kind of at, because I kind of see you as the true north. And I know I've earned the right because I've watched your journey, which is absolutely amazing to me. When we start hearing art auctions being thrown in, a book being written, I no longer even get surprised. I'm like, okay, well, it's the next thing. First of all, how are you during these crazy times?
I'm happy. I've got my allergies. The first of
Good girl.
Spring. I'm ready for the sun. The sun is out in Cape Town. It's lovely to see you. It's lovely to see these beautiful proteas. Lovely to be in Cape Town, and very excited for the art auction this weekend. It's a really cool project that's been head up by my friend Jaco van der Merwe, who is probably best known as being a rapper for Bitter Einder, but a rapper turned academic, and he's got an NPO, and we're raising funds to build an artist retreat in Piketberg. So you buy a piece, you're literally buying brick and mortar for
You're laying the foundation for the next
space,
next phase. Well, is that it? Is it as simple as that? Why do this? Because this kind of is an algorithm through everything that you're doing at the moment. It is a very forward-thinking, long-term vision of not just your industry, but of maybe the country, maybe of yourself. What is the thrust here? Why are you doing this?
The thing is, South Africa has got such a booming art scene. I go to New York a couple of times per year, and we have artists that people will walk past in the street in South Africa unknowingly that are killing it
in the
States,
New York,
and killing it in Europe. And we want to have, there are other artist retreat spaces in South Africa, but this one, what makes it special is it's created by artists for artists. So we gaan kunst koop for next to nothing, because you know, it's the way it is for an artist in South Africa. We give, we sing,
Yeah.
we give.
You pay your dues.
We're giving the art, and we're hoping that we get, you know, corporate to also get behind it. It's literally artists in their studios that have said, okay, Karen, take this piece, Yaku, take that piece.
Let's make some money, yo.
And let's make something cool happen, you know.
How can people buy? How can people plug in?
You can register by downloading the old Johannesburg Warehouse app. If you go onto my Instagram or Viral Retreats Instagram, in my link tree, all the links are there. You can bid right now, but the auction only starts on Friday. We've already got a few people that have already...
I can imagine.
So we thank you to everybody that believes in art. And I just want to say, sometimes people go, why are you doing an artist's thing and an NPO for arts if we have so many other problems? The thing is, it's the artists that talk about everything and bring attention to everything, and without art, there's nothing.
Well, you give us the context, and I've learned this from my musician friends as we've processed COVID and we've come out of this space and we've had to reimagine ourselves. I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for this stream of performances. I've been able to stand in this little spot and watch to understand the emotions that I'm feeling, because you guys go through that, you process the stuff for us, and you speak it into reality, which is a massive thing that I don't think artists fully appreciate or understand. So thank you for being that voice. We have to talk about music because we had Francois on this couch last week.
Oh, yeah.
So excited that you are going to be one of the friends joining him for Francois van Coke en Vriende. How excited are you about this next month?
It's been too long, so I can't wait.
Yes.
Can't wait to sing with him again. We want to write something new, so I'm excited for that. And yeah, I mean...
Those moments, because what I'm loving about this one, it's not just friends, it's work that has been represented. There is a collaboration with every artist there. When you get to see your industry put itself forward like that, how does that feel for you? Do you look back and kind of take cognizance of what you guys have achieved as a collective together? Do you just take a step back and enjoy it as a moment to just rock out and be you for a moment? What is the gravitas behind these moments?
I think the main thing, if you're a musician in South Africa, you start like that. You literally, we all slept in Christmas beds on carpets, far less fancy than this.
If you were lucky.
If you were lucky. So, you know, you're nothing without your friends, you're nothing without your collaborators, and it's really good that the music scene is thriving, you know, and that's because everybody cares. You know, people want to make something special, and we support each other.
We all rise together.
Yeah, Ubuntu.
100%, man,
Anyway.
and you live it every day. So I'm going to ask you this. It's a bit of a broad question, but we are celebrating the notion of bravery this month, and I think South Africans have kind of proven that's sort of our superpower.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you personally? Is it something that you look into? Because you strike me as being a fiercely brave person. Is that the case? What does bravery mean to you?
I think being brave is just knowing that everybody is going through something, always, and that stops me from feeling overwhelmed by things that I find difficult, you know? I think bravery's got a lot more to do with being part of everything and knowing that, we're all in it together, not at the same place in the race, not at the same time in the race, or is it even a race? But you know, you've got your life, and you might as well live it. I mean, we're just going to die anyway, so have fun with it.
Rock out
have
while
fun
you
with it,
do it.
Something.
Well, thank you once again for making it that much more possible for us to embrace these moments. Just very quickly, I know you've brought a family connection. Ben is here to perform with you this morning. What are you going to be performing for us today?
School.
Yes, baby.
Yeah, we're going to do a song that we co-wrote, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a bit of a joke song. It's an ode to the electric company. So here's to a spring with lots of electricity. I noticed you had a few problems earlier on, hopefully.
I think those were on us, though. I won't blame the guys at the top. Oh, we love having you here. We love having the family here, and we love what you represent at the moment. So we'll keep the details up for that auction. I have a feeling it's going to be quite an exciting space to play in if you're an art collector, especially. That deal you are looking for could be right in front of you. And yes, Karen is going to perform with Ben in just a moment.
You know, to do the auction thing, you're going to have some capital, and I've got a way for you to get the capital. Play Daily Lotto for an estimated 520,000 Rand jackpot and find out. Luckily, there are many ways to buy your tickets, including in-store on the nationallottery.co.za website, mobile app. You can also purchase a ticket through your cell phone banking or by dialing *120 *7529 hash. That is for USSD. Now, all of these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so go check them out right now and get yourself in the running. Will the 520,000 estimated Daily Lotto jackpot be yours? Partner Push a Play now to find out and stay there at your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Be a handy hero this spring and stand the chance of winning 10,000 Rand cash from Plascon. To enter, tell us what Plascon product you purchased this spring and include #PlasconSA. Enter by replying to Expresso's competition post on Facebook, X or Instagram, or WhatsApp your entry to 084 368 1603. Remember to keep your proof of purchase. Competition closes 27th of September at midday. T's and C's apply and can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Yes, we are reveling in spring. We are reveling in all of the wonderful South Africanisms after this beautiful weekend. And yes, we are spending our morning with Karen Zoid. And in the celebration of the start of spring, we are going to challenge her to a flower arrangement challenge. Okay, and we've been weighing up who would be the better person to do this. Okay, I do have green fingers. Carl is really good and a self-professed genius when it comes to flower arranging. Okay, so the tools to compete, the task are all on the table. Now we need a challenger. This is the first time. This is why I was asking you about bravery earlier. Okay. Do you have green fingers, Karen? You have beautiful guitar-y fingers.
Yes.
I love plants. I love proteas. I love pincushions.
All right.
Oh, check. She's
yellow for friendship.
See, she's hustling you, bro.
Yellow
She's
for friendship,
hustling.
Isn't it?
Yeah, no. It's, but I feel like it's instant friend zone. If you give someone yellow roses, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
And white means what?
Serenity. I don't know.
Serenity.
I'm just going to say it is. I'm just going to say it's serenity. All right, so, buddy, this is how it's the wheels have turned. Okay, you're going to have 1 minute, 60 seconds. all right, which is not a lot of time. You are an artist, and I would imagine that creativity applies to any medium, hopefully to cut flowers. You're going to have 60 seconds. You've got this beautiful array of fresh cut flowers.
Okay.
I want to see something life-changing.
All
I
right.
want this bunch of flowers to make me cry. I know I cry easily, but okay, just that special, Carl. Okay. All right, are you ready for the challenge?
Yes.
We are. She was born for this. And in 3, 2,
Hello, friend.
1, go for it. Start
Let's do
your
it.
flower arranging.
Let's do it, my friend. This is going to be so much
I don't know if flower arranging is the most competitive sport.
I'm excited. I'm really.
You went quite short there with your first pincushion, eh?
Yeah, you just read. What are you doing?
He's just echoing his... He's creating a base. Focus on what you've got. Karen, you've got less than a minute. You've got a minute. You've got to focus.
Okay.
This is like a TikTok song,
got an
Karen.
issue there.
It's over after the first riff, okay? That's it.
Okay.
We don't make songs for TikTok. We want to...
I'm taking all of these friends with me.
Yeah, because you're all about the collaborative effort, okay? You've almost...
Nothing wrong
25
with it,
seconds
but
left.
leaves. And of course,
Beautiful.
some serenity. Would you like some wine?
I like the fact that
Some
we're
of
getting
these will
20
be fine.
seconds
That's
now
good.
and counting.
Oh, flip.
On to our 15 seconds, Carl. I like what you've done there. It's different. It's short. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our 2 worthy challengers. When I said a round of applause, I didn't mean a guffaw of laughter, okay? But we'll take it. Put them side by side. It's kind of like watching Karen and Carl stand side by side.
Look at that.
If that makes any sense.
It's us.
And we've even got the pin cushion echoed on that side. I love that. It's absolutely beautiful. So by way of applause, our studio audience, and I know we're a biased studio audience, but
Very
we're going to do it anyway. Can we hear it for young Carl Wasty? Well, you didn't get a guffaw of laughter, so I'm going to take that.
That's good.
That was good. Ladies and gentlemen, can we hear it for Corin Zoid? And you can't even see the person holding up the board saying applause. Absolutely brilliant. Corin, you are our reigning champion.
Well done.
Yes, man. Carl, don't take it to heart. I think he gave her a little extra there. Corin actually is going to do what she does best, and she is going to perform in just a moment. But right now, I want you to think about your space with these new colours. Why? Because it's now time for another episode of Handy Heroes. It's your plug-in today. The experts are from Red Paint Shop in Menlo Park, and they're going to share some brilliant DIY hacks and some invaluable paint tips to help our next DIY project become a breeze. Take a look. Not bad.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy hero comes from the Red Paint Shop in Menlo Park, Pretoria. A Plascon paint expert store and member of Paint Club.
The Red Paint Shop was established in 1987. It's a family-owned business. We've been serving the community now for close to 40 years.
What makes me proud about our store is that we give extremely fast and reliable service. Our customers are always first.
I think we appeal to a wide variety of customer. So we've got people that stay close by, as well as people coming in from outlying areas.
I think our service makes this the best store. We keep quite a lot of stock for our customers as well, and we always try and basically give the customer exactly what they need.
The Red Paint Shop is probably the only one in this area that specifically deals with Plascon paint, and subsequently gives us an edge over other paint and hardware stores that supply different products.
What I like about Plascon is that it's an excellent high quality product, and you pretty much get a type of paint for any painting job that you need.
Our favorite product is New Roof Cool, mainly for the reason that it is a flagship product with a fantastic guarantee and has the added ability of cooling down the interior of the dwelling or structure that it's used on.
My DIY tip is always use the correct primer for the correct type of paint. So don't use a cheap primer when you're going to be using a premium product.
The Red Paint Shop, satisfaction through service.
Handy Heroes, powered by Plascon. Together, we've got this.
The Red Paint Shop in Menlo Park, we salute you, and I thank you for all the help that you've dished out. We're all about reimagining our spaces, ourselves. It's a new season. We want new colors. We want to embrace it. So hopefully that's inspired you to look at your space differently and in a whole new range of colors. And if that hasn't inspired you yet, don't worry. We still got you for another few moments, and we're going to do it in style.
When the cracks start to show, our strength and resilience is legendary. Micatex, strong enough to endure anything.
You know, it's a beautiful type of day. We begin the spring month, and I just figured after losing the flower arrangement challenge to this lovely lady over here, I feel like you deserve one of these, because you just, and then of course the sun. It's very, you know, as I said, it's friendship. You know, Karen likes to put people in the friend zone, like I was as well. Coming up, we got a performance from these amazing individuals. And remember, it's a song that is an ode to the whole load shedding thing. And I think you're going to love it. It's going to articulate all of your feelings and emotions when it was still around. Of course, we're still in the clear for now. But just in case, we have a song for you in the next couple of minutes.
Enter the Maggie Cook the Difference competition, and your Maggie recipe stands a chance of being featured in the Maggie Cookbook, winning you one of 10 sets of CETA accredited courses, each worth 10,000 Rand, plus a chance at the grand prize and a brand partnership with Maggie worth over 275,000 Rand. Competition runs 7th of August to the 15th of September. Entry details and T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue to embrace spring and embrace brave on another level with one of the bravest people in the industry, I think.
Of course, taking the stage right now to knock your lights out. It's Karen Zoid and fam. This is Load Shedding.
All right. Ben Francis, Henry Steele. This is Load Shedding. Wêreld Retreats. Registreer nou, buy art, build an artist retreat. Keep the power going.
I've been a singer all of my life. I've been on many stages, and this is level 5. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse the lighting or the lack thereof. break out your generators to boost your mood. You can start a fire and brine your food, or you could light a candle and pray to God for new power stations and copper rod. They got the power, no copper rod. They got the power, singing in a no copper rod. They got the power, they got the power, they got the power. Take it away, and Henry Steele, ladies and gentlemen. My incandescent light bulb has got no juice. My electric guitars won't play the blues. Dus nog wat beter, mijn vriend, this boost. But I find a light on my cell phone, all I see is kom se push notifications. It's kom se push notifications. Singing in it's kom se push notifications. They got the power. They got the power. Give us all the power. Give it. PJ Powers, Austin Powers, the Powerpuff Girls, the power of Grayskull. Well, when they got the power, don't you got the power? When they got the power, the power, the power, the power, the power. We love us all the power. Give us all the power. Give us all the power. Give us all the power, yeah. I need all the power. I want all the power. Give us all the power. Love that solar power.
Yes,
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ben. So, ons het nog een song, is Afrikaanse enetjie. Since I took Ben out of school, I just want to apologize to all his teachers. And he's not, we don't have a sick letter, but this is a song I wrote for my son, and I like to dedicate it to everybody that I come into contact with. Because life, sometimes a spring day is a beautiful day, sometimes it's a day where you actually worry. People are worried out there, people have problems. And I think it's just important to, whatever your situation is, to celebrate when things are going well. We spend a lot of time worrying about things that could go wrong. And this is actually a song I wrote for Ben many years ago. And basically, to translate it shortly, it just says that you should sing along when the music plays. If you're having a good day today, cherish it, savor it, enjoy every minute, because it gives you strength for the difficult times that we all unfortunately have to face. It is our portion sometimes. Hulle sê ons moet glo, net soos die kinders, soos hierdie lewe, dan net vir beginners. Seentjies word manne en gaan sit dan in 'n kroeg en lyk moeg. My seun, jy moet luister as ek vir jou sê, jy gaan eendag moet veg met alles wat jy het. Soms gaan jy voel, wat is die doel? Genoeg is genoeg. Ek wil hê jy moet saam sing as musiek begin
jy moet saam sing as musiek begin speel en danse. Die somer se reën en soek vir die reënboog langs die pad, my skat. En as jy ooit voel die lewe is net een groot gesaffer, reik jou hand uit en help 'n ander met minder as jy. Gaan maak iemand bly, want dan sal jy altyd kan saam sing as musiek begin speel en danse. Die somer se reën en soek vir die reënboog langs die pad, my skat. Hardloop in die seën met jou jeans aan, kyk uit vir meer wind. En as jy haar vind, is ek bly my kind, want ek weet twee dromers is beter as een. Na 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 na, 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 na 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 na. Saam sing, ek wil hê jy moet saam sing, ek wil hê jy moet saam sing, my kind. Happy Spring Day, everybody.
Actually, Karen, come here. Please, please, come here. We love you, we love you, we love you. Buddy, you've got a microphone.
Come stand right next
We've
to
been
you
singing along, butchering your song next to you here. Thank God we had his musical influence there. I'm going to ask you, dude, because I'm sure it's not, I can see it's not lost on you. How does it feel when these little moments happen, dude? That's got to be
it's really the best. I mean, my mom's probably my best friend. I've got such a great relationship with her, and this song and she just means so much to me. And that's true.
Oh, Mommy, I miss you. I love you, Mom. I want to see you right now. I absolutely love that. How does it feel for you being able to have those little moments? You're always about everyone else, but to have just a moment like that, to see your son looking at you.
Playing music together, playing sports together, playing games together, do stuff with your kids. Do stuff with your kids while you got them.
Yes.
While you can.
Exactly.
Eh? No, I played well there.
Is that okay
well
to say, so do stuff with your kids, even if you have to get them off school maybe a day or two?
Yeah.
To do the stuff. It's important.
Kids, make sure you have good marks so that when your mom takes you out of school, she can.
Oh, but can we put you on the spot? Are we going to have you performing on this stage in a few years? Is this what you want? What are you wanting as your next?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm very interested in music, and I love film, and I love art, so wherever the wind takes me.
Well, Mom proves that you can do pretty much everything. You can do absolutely everything, dude. Oh, what a pleasure to be here. We were wondering when that moment was going to come and break us on national TV in front of millions of people, and it stands to reason that you gave us that moment. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We love you guys. Lastly, how can we jump on board and support you in what you are doing? The art auction is coming up.
Please download the Old Johannesburg Warehouse app. It's in my bio, in my Instagram, Viral Retreats. You're going to invest in a beautiful piece of art for next to nothing and make a change. And if you're a corporate guy in a suit sitting there trying to spend the tax money, please come to us. We're doing a beautiful thing for the world, not only for South Africa. We want the artists. We want all the artists from all over the world to come to our beautiful country and work here.
And I know we've got half of the world's pharmacists in our beautiful country right now. Chris, can you come in here as the official representative of all pharmacies, pharmacists, Adcock Ingram, OTC, officially the sponsors of Brave. This month is about celebrating these pillars of our community. We would be nowhere through COVID, through the dark times, if we didn't have these heroes in our corner. So pay some homage. Do just something small to show your appreciation for the pharmacist in your hood, the person that keeps you and your family healthy and propped up. That's what this month is all about. And in whatever way you can, embrace bravery and stay healthy. What an amazing show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I love you, man.
Love you.
Happy Spring Day, baby.
Love it.
Another feel-good production.
To enjoy every drop of goodness from the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. Also in delicious new nectar.